Welcome to the podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Lolita Guarin. And today is episode 167, and we are continuing the conversation about change in your life. And there's so many things that we can do to make that change, but they can be so stressful. So let's talk about this. And today I want to specifically address that when you want your life to change, you need to start new things, right? And it could be a little bit scary. So you need to have this confidence and the I can do it. I can do it. I'm sure I can do this attitude. And this is all sounds great, doesn't it? Like, oh, yes, absolutely. You can do anything with confidence. Yeah, it could be a problem and it could be very stressful. Why? Just ask yourself, are you that kind of person that you are so confident? You're like, I totally can do anything. Anything I touch, it's success. Anything I start, I know I'll finish. Anything, I mean, you get the gist, right? If you are that kind of person, leave me a comment below and let me know. Or you're that kind of person that is just kind of afraid to do anything because you're not used to succeed, or you already know where this is going, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I will tell you, what kind of patterns do you have? Are those patterns continuously reinforcing the experiences in your life that actually showing that you are not capable of doing things? Question is then, where are you getting this from? Who told you that you cannot do it? Who told you that you need to constantly ask permission from others? Who did that? That's very important to know where is this coming. Because when you look at children, I mean, babies, right? They just go and they climb and they do, even if it's painful, you know, could be dangerous, but they will go and do it. They want to dance, they dance. They want to sing, they sing. I mean, until adults tell them not to do it. So naturally, we have this soul calling of exploring this life experience. Only later on that when we are put in a group, we've been taught what to do and what not to do, what we should be ashamed of doing it, what we should be scared of doing it. So that's where your confidence. And if you grew up in an environment that your parents or your caregivers were super protective for you, they didn't want you to get hurt and they did not allow you to experiment, or they told you that you will not be successful no matter what you're doing. Well, because they didn't want you to be more successful than them, obviously, because that will trigger them feeling of fear of abandonment. So they wanted you to keep you there exactly what they are, so you do not leave them. You may have a problem having to do anything and having confidence to do anything. And what is that you do? Okay, like let's imagine that now you already thought about that. You're like, oh yeah, I come from an environment that I've been always told, not to do it. Or maybe you were constantly being jinxed, like I was. And at some point, I realized that every time when I will get so close to completion of a project, I will jinx something. I would not do it. I will not show up the last moment. And I realized that really was coming from my childhood, where um, my mother constantly would tell me that, oh, be careful, don't spill it. And every time, even if she would not tell me, I immediately will spell it because she was just kind of programming my mind to like fail. Of course, from a different point of view, when you look at this, like, no, she was protective. But I guess when I was a child, I took it very differently. So think about it. Think about your stories. What is really running in your mind? And what is it you do with that? Make a list of all of your achievements up to today, small, big, whatever, and create that list and add on to that list every single time when you achieve something. And then start reading that list, preferably in the morning. Or if you have a doubt that you're not going to make it again, or when you think, oh, I would like to apply to this job, but probably not going to get it, or oh, I wish I could run a marathon, but probably not going to make it, or all of those other times in your life that it really requires you to have confidence in yourself, and then you're holding yourself back. This is the time for you to really go back and read that list and remind yourself that you already actually accomplished lots of things. You see what also funny thing happens when you come with those patterns of that, you cannot do it, you will not achieve, and it's like coming with such a low confidence. The things that you do achieve, you don't take credit for that. You're like, oh no, no, that was just I don't know how that happened. I mean, you got the gold medal. I don't know, probably there was nobody else running. There was only me, so I got the gold medal by default. Something funny. Um, so yeah, make that list and read it to yourself. And next time when something comes to your mind that you really want to do it, and then you catch yourself like, oh, I don't really think I can do it, ask yourself immediately, where is this coming from? Is it really even true? And if you think, well, yeah, well, I didn't do it last time. Hey, maybe this time you will succeed. But the worst thing of all is if you just live this life and then it's one day you say, oh, gosh, I should have done it. But I didn't do it because I didn't have enough confidence. And now it's too late. So don't do this to yourself. And tell me in the comment below and tell me what is that you do to boost your confidence. Is there a tool that you use? Is there somehow you pump yourself up? Or maybe you used to be very low confidence and now you are very true believer of your own abilities. And what is it you do? What is your tool? What your affirmations? What you know, teach us what you know so we all learn together. And if you a returning listener, thank you very much for coming in and listening. And if you are not have subscribed yet to my channel, please do so. And like I always say, if there is any help you need, I'm just 2 or 3 clicks away. Check out my all the stuff and projects that I'm doing on beamazingyou.com. Oh, and did they tell you that I'm waiting for Amazon to approve the journal? That will be stress management journal. So it is stress management journal for adult children of alcoholics, and or anyone from dysfunctional family, to be honest, because those like fundamental things that we struggle with. So I'll let you know when that is all live, obviously, but it's still in the approval stage.